What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central. And I took yesterday off. We got some catching up to do. We'll get into that, the game coming up, some other things right after this. All right, Bulls fans. So, as we know, our Bulls got rocked. 30-point loss against the Indiana Pacers in the last game. The Bulls now go to Houston to face the worst team in the NBA, but a team that does have some length, a team that can score some. Even though it hasn't transitioned to wins. Again, if the Bulls are not on their at least B game, this game could get really interesting. Now, we do fully expect the Bulls to be able to come in here and just beat the Houston Rockets out the gym. Now, I have said before myself that I hope that the Bulls come out and they completely kill the Houston Rockets in the first half, and then the starters can get some much needed rest, right? But as we know, things in the NBA, things can get crazy, things can get interesting, so you don't want to take any team lightly, right? And even as a fan, I know it's easy to look at this game against the Houston Rockets and think, oh, well, the Bulls got this one in the bag, let's move on. And they should, right? I want to keep in mind and say that the Bulls should do that, especially when you look at like Billy Donovan coming out and saying that he doesn't want this Bulls team to just forget or kind of wipe away the loss against the Pacers. Again, something that I said in my last video where a lot of Bulls fans were just saying, oh, well, they were tired, let's excuse this one. You don't want that. You don't want to get and build those type of habits. And it's good that the coach, Billy Donovan, is in that mindset and wants this team to remember what it feels like to lose by that magnitude at home at that. So now the Bulls go on the road against Houston. Again, this should be a game in which the Bulls are able, even without Caruso, even without Vooch, to be able to come in and just outplay and outclass the Houston Rockets. It's going to be good to see what our front line can do against a player like Christian Wood if he does end up playing and all of that. It's really not, I'm not going to get into the details of this game because the Houston Rockets are, like I said, a team that has one victory this season so far. The Bulls should be able to come in and really dominate this game. We want to look at the key players that we have in every game. We want to see what DeRozan does, what Zach LaVine does. I really don't expect the Houston Rockets to have the defenders to really come at the Bulls' attack. Now, it could get interesting if the Bulls' shots aren't falling and if it comes down to a rebounding battle or anything like that. But really, when you look at the Bulls and how they play on offense and defense, this team should be able to come in here, win this game, go about their business. If anything, I would like to see this game be kind of the opposite of the last game, that the Bulls have such a big lead that we do get to see Marco again get some minutes. We get to see maybe more of Kobe, more of Io, and just to see that part of the team kind of get more minutes, get into they're in a good groove anyway, but just to get more minutes out there and to see what we have in them. Really, like I said, the Bulls should just blow this game away. They should blow this game away, but it remains to be seen. Everything, this is the NBA, anything can happen. We'll see what happens with that. Like I said, the thing that can make this game interesting, Christian Wood averaging over 11 rebounds a game, also 15 points a game. I know he's a target that a lot of Bulls fans have kind of zeroed in on and that they hope that they can see come to this team. And, that's something that I do want to talk about. While I don't have very much to say in the expectations of this game, because, again, Bulls should win this game, is that the reason, because it was asked, why don't I do more videos about, like, trade targets and everything like that? To me, right, I did a video on potential buyout candidates, and that's just because looking at the league, you can kind of see, based on what veterans on the team who may or may not get bought out. And that's not necessarily saying that they're coming to the Bulls. One thing that I don't like, just personally as a viewer, is that, for channels that every other day have, oh, well, the Bulls are reportedly this front office is so tight-lipped, right, that I think all of those videos, just to be quite honest, are bullshit and they're clickbait, because they know the Bulls fans have this, and the Bulls in general, this team has the need at the four that's evident. And so, like, when it's a once a week video about, hey, the Bulls are reportedly interested in this person, that person, that person, I'm not going to ever do those type of videos unless like Shams or Woj or someone comes out saying that the Bulls have entered advanced trade talks about a certain player. I'll break that down. But one thing I'm not going to do on this channel is a lot of the speculation of the Bulls are reportedly, they're rumored to have interest in, because it's just not the way that I like I said, to me, a lot of that comes off clickbaity, especially when you look at the way that this front office runs. And I'm sure the Bulls do have some interest in those type of players, but those type of videos to me just it just stirs up the stuff in the fandom where we're so focused on who the Bulls are going to bring in, what star can the Bulls bring in at for, and it just can overtake things. So that's why I don't do a lot of those videos. Just an update on that. Something else to moving from that, something else to key in and look out on this game. How does Coby White rebound from having a good game in the fourth quarter to having a terrible game, which it was a collective terrible game for the starters? Also, what does Billy Donovan do with that starting lineup? Do you think he should keep Coby White in the starting lineup? Let me know down below. Do you think, I believe, and I said in my live after the last game against the Pacers, that I would like to see Ayo come in that starting lineup. And I know he's important to what the bench does, especially if Caruso is going to be out. But I do think that Ayo is the one that gives you the closest to what Caruso brings in a starting lineup. That's passing, that's defense, that's energy, that's intensity. Coby White, again, is the whole reason why Coby White experiment failed at the point guard is because you want to see him do less and less ball handling. And so, Caruso did some ball handling while he's in the starting lineup a lot, and he's able to kind of run the offense in stretches. You don't want to see Coby do that. I'd like to see Ayo in that place. Also, Derrick Jones Jr. I would really like to see Derrick Jones Jr. get some more minutes and possibly get a start there. But let me know down below what do you think about. And I posted a question to the community tab about how you think Billy Donovan has handled this rotation. More Bulls fans were surprisingly positive about how he's handled the rotation. He's really done what he could do. There are some questionable things like why Haize isn't playing more, especially in certain matchups when the Bulls are getting out rebounded badly and things like that. But overall, I do think Billy Donovan is doing a great job actually with this rotation, a great job with this team in general, and I really do trust his decision making and everything out there. So, I don't question too much with this team. Yes, personally, I would like to see Ayo do more. I'm sorry, not Ayo. I would like to see Lonzo Ball do more running the offense in half court sets just to see what that's like. And it doesn't happen too often, but I would like to see that. But that doesn't mean that I am like in this big hating place about what Billy Donovan has done, because I'm not. The Bulls are winning. They're 12-6, so they're winning at a way higher rate than what a lot of people thought that they would this early on into the season. So with that being said, the Bulls are doing the things that need to be done overall. And as we start getting Vooch back, as we get Caruso back, it's going to be key to see what this team does in the next couple of weeks and month and so to really get everyone now in their proper place in the rotation once we have everyone healthy, of course, except Patrick Williams. But let me know all that down below. What do you guys think about this game coming up against Houston? Do you think the Bulls are going to be able to completely blow them out, or should they be able to? As well as who would you like to see in that starting lineup if it's not going to be Coby White, or would you like to see Coby White continue to get the opportunity to start? Let me know all that down below. And like I like to end every video on, go Bulls. I love you guys. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.